Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing the news, or the news according to Bedlam and Squalor, so we'll see how we go with that. Now, with the news, I feel like a bit of an evil villain here. Yes. Anyway, that might be an idea. We'll do the news as a supervillain. Yes. Now, so we're going to jump straight into it. So today I'm going to talk about, well, I'm already talking about it, is PS5. The latest news with that, if you guys haven't heard, PS5 pre-orders have completely sold out in Australia. According to Sky News, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt, apparently they sold out within 10 minutes, which is actually really intriguing. I didn't think the PS5 would have this much traction, considering, you know, everything with you know what's going on with, can't say it, but look, I'm going to be honest, I am a tad nervous about the comparison between Xbox and PS5. I know I've been harping on about the backwards compatibility thing, but that is a little bit of a game changer for me. So I'm just going to leave that where it is. I'm not going to make too much judgments. But yeah, we'll keep moving on with the PlayStation news. So pre-orders are sold out. What does seem quite intriguing is they are kind of revamping or renewing their PS Plus service for the PS5, which means that you'll have a lot more games ready to go. Apparently on launch, there's going to be like 18 games. When I say 18 games, it's 18 PS4 classics. Things like God of War, I think Uncharted's on there as well, I think Bloodborne's on there, and a couple of other ones, which that's going to be really interesting. That has kind of sweetened the deal a little bit for me, but not enough for me to run out and get a pre-order. You know, I would hold my breath a little bit on that. But let's keep on moving. Another thing that's kind of, it's good and bad, is the launch titles. There are some exclusives that have been launched. So I don't know if you guys have seen the new Harry Potter game. Was it Hogwarts Legacy? That's really cool. In a way, for me, I'll be honest, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I was back in the day, you know, I had all the wands and shit like that, but this game just doesn't vibe to me. It's like it's kind of wanting to be an RPG. I don't know. We've only just seen the trailer, and there's no gameplay yet. But to me, it's very mobile gamey. I know that's a sin, and like, you don't play as Harry Potter. That's the main fucking dude. Like, what? And it's set in the 1800s. Like, well, I don't understand how they could have, like, to me, they've missed it completely. It's like, why not set it during or after, or maybe a couple of years before? That way you could have Easter eggs from the movie. That way, for instance, if you're going through the bathroom where the trolls ran rampant through and they've smashed shit up, you could have, maybe there's a dent in the wall from one of the trolls or something, and you look at it and it references that, and there's a little Easter egg, you know. So to me, I'm gonna call this Avengers syndrome. It's like they've got a vision, and then instead of going like, yeah, cool, this is what the fans want, this is what everyone else wants, we're gonna fuck it up a little bit, and we're gonna kind of introduce characters you don't really care about. We're gonna change the character models so they're even shitter. Like, for instance, how come Fortnite has better Marvel models than the Avengers game? Like, what the fuck? That is just like, no. I saw some footage of Iron Man, and he looks like Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems. Like, fucking what the fuck? Like, I love Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's my boy. We go way back, but Tony Stark shouldn't look like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, I want to keep moving on because I will keep ranting all day. Now, like I said, with the launch titles, there's only 6 games in terms of hard copies that are actually going to come out at launch titles. So, and even then, for instance, we've got Astro's Playroom. I have no idea what that is. We got Demon's Souls, which, fuck yeah. Like, I'll be honest, I almost bought a PS5 for that reason. I was fucking... Ooh, I saw it and it looks amazing. It's rebuilt from the ground up, but it's still a PS3 remaster. So it's not a new next-gen game, you know what I mean? So that's a little bit interesting. And we've got Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm so far removed from the Spider universe and all that kind of shit. It's just too convoluted, and it's I don't know. It just doesn't hit the nail on the head for me. You know, I'm a pretty firm believer is like there should be one iteration of that superhero. You know what I mean? Because that way you get to. It might limit your options, but it means that for me the emotional context is still there. And I guess you can do that with the characters. But if you've got 100 million characters who all have the same abilities, I get it. It's different universes, but it's kind of like. What makes Spider-Man so special then? If everyone's got his powers, then... Anyway, but if you like Spider-Man, I guess this might be a game for you guys. I'm not going to play it. I couldn't give two shits about it. But anyway, we'll keep moving on. The last one is Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Now, that's a pretty underwhelming launch title list, you know, whereas even the PS4 had a slightly... It had about 7, but they were 7 next-gen games. You know, I'm pretty sure that it launched with Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn. It launched with Uncharted. Like, they were next-gen PS4 games. So this is going to be really interesting to see how Sony combats this, especially in regards to the Xbox offering backwards compatibility, and it actually does an upservice and upscales your old games without the need for a costly remaster. So, on paper, and spec-wise, the Xbox is more powerful. Now, that doesn't equate to a better machine, and I hate saying this, but you know, for a long time, I was strictly Sony, but the Xbox has kind of caught my eye a little bit. Not gonna buy it, I promise you, but it's just interesting. All right, so, and I've also heard that The Witcher is ready to go for PS5, and it's been announced as well. Obviously, we've got games coming out like Valhalla, which is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is going to launch, no, that's a lie, is going to be at some time on the PS5 as well, but it's also on the PS4. So, anyway, Fortnite is ready to go. Again, like, it's cool. I've seen a couple of the trailers and stuff, and it does look cool. Some of the ray tracing effects look great, and like when you die, you kind of fall into cubes, and like, again, the little bit's awesome. Is it enough to warrant a purchase on launch day? I'm going to be honest, guys, probably not. No. My advice is, this is weird, this is hard saying it, is hold off. Wait until at least we've got it launched, because you don't know if there's going to be bugs. You don't know if, well, what's going to happen? Like, is it going to have Spotify support? Like, is it going to be able to use old hardware? What's the go with the mics? What's the go with the PS5 camera? Like, this is what I would do. So, but anyway, I'm going to stop ranting and move on to my very, very excited Batman figure here. So if you guys haven't seen this, I was waiting for months for this. This is my DC, was it DC Collectibles, or is it the DC Essentials Nightfall Batman, based on, or it is, the Batman from the 90s Nightfall saga. So this is where Batman gets his bat broken, where he fights Bane, where Azrael gets kind of brought into it as well, which is going to be very, very interesting. Look for the DC Direct Azrael, but I can't find it anywhere. So what's really cool about this guy is his blue and grey color scheme is one of my favorites. It's spot on. So look, I don't know if I'm going to open it yet, but I'm not sure. So the only thing is it did come with a small crack in the packaging, but there's no damage to the figure, and it did come all the way from America too, so I was waiting for a couple of months as well. Underneath him is my McFarlane's animated series Batman, which I fucking love as well. I am in love with both of these figures. And there is one more figure that is on its way. So I'm not going to mention too much about it, but I'll only mention this. It's from the Hush storyline, and it's very similar to that Batman in the poster behind me on the wall. So that's very, very interesting. But like I said, guys, I am over the moon about this Nightfall Batman. It may be one of my favorite Batman figures. Maybe. It's up there. I just love it. I love like the color. the black and yellow logo, the yellow belt, the blue undies, like everything. It screams Batman. Now, if I could get an Azrael, a Bane, and then a Nightwing from that same story, I'd be over the moon. But that's my wrap up for today. So hopefully we get a little bit more indication of when pre-orders are, well, when they're going to have more stock with that. So as of last night about 12 o'clock, JB Hi-Fi had stopped pre-orders. EB had stopped pre-orders. EB had actually updated the calendar to TBA 2021. So we might be out of stock until the new year. So yeah, if you got one, awesome. Enjoy it. Hopefully I can get in touch with someone who does actually play it, unbox it, and let me know what they think, because I'm going to be very, very interested to see how this all comes out. But anyway, thank you guys so much. If you get a chance, check me out on Twitch, Bedlam and Squalor. I'm doing live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I will be doing a stream later tonight. But that might fuck it up because this video is going to come out later. So I hope you guys are well. My comic recommendation for this week or this month would be to check out the Batman Adventure Continues, which is a continuation of the animated series storyline in comic form. That's really hard to get to, so you might have to get a digital copy, but from everything I've read about it, it's fucking awesome. It does fuck up a few of the animated series universe kind of timelines. It's introduced Azrael. He's not really there. Anyway, check it out. Enjoy it. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you're really well. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I wish you the best, and we'll see you next time. If you have any ideas, anything, if you have any figures I should check out, let me know, because I would love to check them out. Make sure you stay safe, guys. All the best. Peace, yeah?